Hi everyone, this is Cathy. Today I'm going to be planning in my Hobonichi Weeks for January 6th through January 12th. Before I go into the planner, I just want to explain some of the things that I have around me that's going to help me through this planning process today. So I have my Erin Condren ruler. Anyone who has used an Erin Condren planner has one of these. I have 3 different pens that I might be alternating between today. This is the Pygmy. This is a Pigma Micron, and I have that in the 01, 03, and 05. I have I just have an ollie clip that I use here and there throughout. So I just have those in case I need, um, in case I need to use it as we're going through this. This is a pencil pouch that I use. It's kind of like my on-demand. I have my whiteout, various pens, some adhesive sticky stuff in case I needed to, if I wanted to tape in some stuff or whatever else. So that's that. Here is some stickers that I may be using today. I mostly want to plan with pen today, but I do like to add a little bit of character through the week to look at. And then I have, this is going to be new for those of you that are current subscribers and see my plan with me, as I've only been planning with the Hobonichi Weeks. I did add a Hobonichi A5 cousin to my planning process for 2020, and I can certainly set up a video on that if anybody's interested. But this is kind of my command central station that I leave at home that has everything with work and personal life integrated. Um, so I have that just off to the side to make sure I have everything included for the Mega. So if you're asking me why the cousin and also the weeks, or why I thought the Mega was going to be your everything, and it is my everyday carry. It's something that I have on me 24/7 if I'm out and about. Um, for the grocery store, for anything, really, when it comes to a doctor's appointments, my plan with the additional planner, my plan with the planner, is it's what I have open at my desk at all times at home. So I have everything in there in one location. There isn't. So the cousin is kind of going to be my main command center that will be at my desk at all times, so that I can use for various things like journaling and memory keeping, anything from bills and all that good stuff. But I can certainly do an overview on how I plan on use the cousin that will be different than the weeks, and then how I will be using those together on a weekly basis, because I don't want more planners just to have more planners. There's definitely a reason for my madness, and if you're interested in my madness, feel free to comment below. All right, so we are planning, like I said, January 6th through January 12th. The last 2 weeks have been, well, actually the last several weeks have been stickers. Very stickery. Today, it's like a fresh breath of clean air to have this blank slate, and I can now put aside the holidays and focus on the new year. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 05 to outline the perimeter of my book before I start to jot in the details. And I will go ahead and fast forward through that process with you, or I might talk through it. We'll see what sounds better. All right, so as I'm outlining the perimeter, I think I'm going to go ahead and just kind of talk through this. I know the last couple of weeks I've kind of fast forwarded through this, um, but today I want to chat. So just outlining the perimeter. So I have to say, this pen is super smooth on these ta- taper. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. It's early and I have not had my coffee yet. I hope you guys had a good new year. Anyone have some resolutions that they're working on? I want to say no, but I do. I do have planning resolutions. Well, actually, yeah, I do have personal resolutions that are for my personal well-being, and I have planner related resolutions, if that makes sense. I'm working on doing a video to kind of talk through that process with you if it interests you. I just haven't had the time after being back from our trip and the cold and everybody being sick at some point, and then celebrating the new year and all that good stuff, and then moving back into the house after being gone for 11 days. I felt like you were moving back in. It definitely makes you a pretty. So I'd say while we were on vacation, we rented an RV from a company called Cruise America. It was a pretty interesting experience. I've never been in an RV nor traveled in an RV for, you know, traveled and lived in an RV for 9 days. And for the most part, it was relatively nice. It was, we had stayed with some family, so we had parked outside. It was nice to have your own space and also, not clutter theirs with your clothing or whatever belongings you would take, to take with you when you visit for long periods of time. But the noise in driving to our destination and back was quite exhausting. Like just the simple rattling, and I guess that's common with RVs. I'm not sure unless you have like a super fancy one. We are not super fancy. Rattling happening for the entire 1,700 miles. It was about to drive me insane. But I'm not insane. There's nothing on the news. We're good. No drastic measures taken. All right, so there is my outline. What am I going to do next? I think I want to do the weather next. I'm going to use the 3. No reason, just because. Was I out of frame this whole time? Oh my gosh. So I think I may have been out of frame the entire time, so I'm going to just keep recording. Jeez, Lord Almighty. All right, so here's a recap of what I've planned. So you have the no school. We have a couple dates throughout the week where I'm dropping off my youngest in preschool, and I like to be mindful of that. Football practice. I made a note to myself to update the remaining of the weeks with the practice schedule once that comes out. Days that I have to pick up a friend of mine's son, bulk trash pickup, pool day for maintenance, lawn maintenance, weekend schedule coming up with the Niners playing. Here's some of my minor to-dos lists. I will add more as I do or don't complete my current running task list. So hopefully I won't have any more to add because I really need to be more mindful of getting that to-dos done. I'm always like, my to-do list is to write down the list of what I need to do, but I don't actually do it. So anywho, that's why I'm trying my best. So hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. I hope you guys have a good day and a happy new year. Take care. Bye.